Cheers, everybody. Just positioning my water. And yes, this is Beard Advice Live, normally joined by my beautiful wife, Sam C. Next to me, we do have Riverboy. Don't worry, he's over there in his bath chair. But Sam is sick tonight. She was feeling down yesterday, and then into last night, it got her pretty good. And then this morning, on a scale of 100, she said she was at a 10. She had a fever. She had the body aches. She was real cold. And then the fever broke and she got hot and she got sweaty. And then all day she's just been in bed today. She did get up once to go out and try to get it going. And it just got her more and more and more tired. So Sam will be resting and hopefully sleeping. But she is not in the show tonight. If you guys are in the Midwest, you probably have a bunch of just crud and junk going around your guys' area. It seems like everybody in Michigan is sick. Maddox's practice last night had like 5 kids out of 12. And so, yep, so she's not doing well. Then, yeah, John says, Dan, who's going to keep you in check since Sam isn't here? I don't know if you guys have been watching the show lately, but I don't know if it's much about Sam keeping me in check. She is the instigator sometimes and getting me into trouble and pushing me farther. But she'll be okay. She's at a much better state right now than she was this morning. So that is encouraging. And we'll just make sure she gets rested, stays hydrated, does all the stuff. And then hopefully I can avoid it. Immune system and vitamin C, being smart on washing my hands and sanitizer and all that stuff. But yeah, and I'll probably have to, I know you guys are here early and hear it, but people are going to ask, and I'll probably have to repeat it a couple of times tonight. I'm sure you guys understand. I don't mind people as they go through. So yes. Yep. So yeah, she is. Yep. She's not feeling good tonight, guys. And again, we don't usually go into the doctor or hospital on like little sickness things. Your body's supposed to have a fever when it's fighting something. You're supposed to feel tired. You're supposed to get rested. We're not the family that like rushes into antibiotics and that kind of stuff. And to each their own. I'm not saying we're right. I'm just explaining. Everyone always asks like, is it the flu? Is it this or that? We don't usually go in for those things and test for them. But it seems like, yeah, it seems like it is. It's just one of the versions of the flu is what I would guess. But it should be a pretty quick one after that. And yeah, I do have on the beef Octane hat. It went kind of with the fit today, but not entirely. And yep, I miss her being here too. Trust me, I support her in every way. All I said to her was, hey, your choice. If we can have you, obviously I would love to have you, but if you can't, it is what it is. You can't go. You can't make somebody, especially when they need to get some sleep and they need to get some rest. And then I did see a cool comment earlier. And shout out to Andrew, my dude in the chat. Somebody was it Roger, I think, had an anniversary today. Yeah, right here. So shout out to Roger. He said, it's myself and my wife's 26-year anniversary, 26 wonderful years. That's what I'm talking about, man. Happy anniversary to both of you. And hopefully you guys got to have an enjoyable day together and then spend some time with us, which is awesome. So yeah, happy anniversary. And Emily says, I've been sick since we got home from Cali. Pretty sure the sunburn brought it on. Oh, sun poisoning is a real thing. So it may have like brought down your immune system for a minute too. So yeah. Yep. If you don't treat a cold, it will last a week. If you do, it will go away in 7 days. That's what I'm talking about. That is an interesting thing to me is when our kids are sick, we let the sickness run its course. We do natural remedies whenever possible. Just normal stuff that most parents have taught you through generations, like hydration and vitamin C and all the stuff, fresh air, get up and move. Try to let it run its course. And then everyone's like, wait, you didn't go test if it's flu A or B? And I always ask them, like, but why? Like, they're not going to school. They're not getting anybody sick. They're not going to be anywhere where contagious can be an issue. We don't have any, like, worrisome things. We're monitoring them closely. We're checking their temperature. And I don't know why we would need to know if it's A or B. And that's just kind of our thing. It's just always been interesting to us because people freak out and they're like, why have you not gotten them tested? Why haven't you taken them to urgent care? Why haven't you taken them to the hospital? I'm like, well, last time I went to the hospital, I left with more than what I came in with. So that's just, yeah, just for me. Yep. And Rev says, I always try to fight a cold naturally first. Yeah. And my first line of defense, and you guys know this about me, is up here. I just willpower and tell myself I'm not sick. And it's crazy for me. I can't speak for anybody else. It's crazy how much my body listens. Might be placebo, might be more, who knows? But yeah, man, it for sure. Oh, Big Red said the whole house has been dealing with bronchitis for 3 weeks now. Goodness. That's not fun. That's not fun. Yeah, get better there. I haven't been sick since I've gotten 2 peanut butter shots. Okay. All right. Shout out to Jaden. What up, dude? Yep. What up? All right. Awesome. Yeah, military. Yep. Andrew. So Andrew, we actually talked on the phone today. Andrew, this is one of my former students right here. You guys would get along well. Yep, for sure. And yeah, we do all the vitamins. We do all the multivitamins. We have immunity vitamins that we have. So yeah, people ask us every time we got COVID, they freaked out and we didn't go to the doc or the hospital. No, neither did we. Literally, not once. Yep. And we're doing fine. Yep, we are doing fine. So yeah. Didn't even know. Yeah, there's different versions of the flu, I guess. You know? So nope. Ain't nobody got time for that. I certainly don't. Yep, I certainly don't. So with that said, you guys, for me, River, and you guys, if you could hit that thumbs up, big baby. This is Beard Advice Live. The precipice of this show is people send in pictures of their beards and they let us know what they would like advice on. Whether it's how to style it, whether it's should they trim or not trim, where to trim, how to trim. It could be about the health of their beard. It could be a problem with their beard. Whatever they need advice on, facial hair related, this is what this show is about. And we've opened it up to any kind of advice. We've had people write in recently about their job, about their relationship, about parenting, about mental health. We talk about those things that many people don't want to talk about. If it can help someone, we're going to talk about it. And so just keep that in mind as we're moving forward. You guys can ask about anything. How the show is going to work, so you guys understand the program today, is we're going to talk about our sponsor, Beard Octane, first. Then we're going to get into some entries. We have 2 wonderful entries tonight, an update and then a asking for advice. And then we open it up to the question segment, and you guys can ask anything. And if you and you don't have to wait till the question segment. If you drop your question before, I will star it, and then we'll get to it. Or you can wait till that point to ask your question. But above all, we're going to discuss beards. We're going to have positive vibes and really just have a great time. A great time. What? No way. So we know Karen, one of the most legendary members of the beard community, the mom of the community. We know John, an OG on the channel, just a great dude, friend, awesome beard. We got Nicole in here, John's sister. Come on now. Nicole, thank you for bringing out the whole family. That's really cool. Very, very cool. Hey, what's up, Mr. Zach? How you doing, dude? I think that Blackbeard. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Ryder, we are going to talk about Mr. Ryder Grooms on the show tonight, by the way. Ryder Grooms on the show tonight. Shout out from Mass. Let's go, Mass. Hey, let's do a quick little check-in if you guys don't mind. We don't usually do this on Wednesdays, but let's see where everybody's from. If you don't mind sharing, you can just share your state or country. You don't need to get more specific than that. But where's everybody from? If you guys are not aware, Michigan here. My dude Brian is Michigan as well. Murder Mitten, as we like to call it. But where are you guys from? Oh yeah, and I think I just filmed Brian, I just filmed a video with my NF hat. I know you probably appreciate that. But where's everybody from? Bay City, let's go. My worst experience in Bay City, Michigan, was with the fireworks show. Horrible time. Horrible crowd. I'm not a big crowd guy. Yep, I'm not a big crowd guy. All right. Ooh, Mega, got your question starred. Question starred, dude. All right, and again, drop those in the chat, man. We got Michigan, New York, we got Colorado, North Carolina, Texas. We got Australia in the house, Canada checking in. We have Florida, New Hampshire, Arizona. We have more Florida, more Michigan, more Australia, Australia represents. Actually had a consultation call with a Canadian company today, and he was like, "Should I open up international?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I got the hat right over there, man. Yeah, love some NF local legend for you. I'm sure you know who he is and where he graduated from and everything. And so yeah, what's up, Zach? Good to see you, man. And again, guys, drop in the chat there. And then let's do another one. This one I think is really cool. And you do not, guys and girls out there, understand you don't have to comment anything. It's not required. It's just building a community. I love how diverse this community is. Drop a comment in the chat if you don't mind sharing your age currently. I am 37 years old. I'm probably smack dab at the medium. I'm usually like right in the middle. I have about as many people that follow the channel that are older than me as many people that are younger than me. So drop in the chat here how old you are currently, and then let's see if we can get a range on this one. Let's see if we can get a range on this one. So we have 70, we have 81. 81 at the top. And then what about, nice, IK. What about 70, 76? Okay. Or what did I say for, 81. Okay, we got 81. We have multiple 81s. So the 81s aren't even alone. We got plural 81. Can I get 82, 82, 82, 83? Anybody out there? 83, 83, 82, 82. I'll go for 81, 81, anyone out there? So yeah. Do a poll. Are you younger? Are you younger than Dan? Okay, yeah. So is Nate is really all that and then some. He went to school with my son. Oh, no way. We'll have to chat sometime because I'm a very, very, very big fan. I have every album. I know every song. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Weather in Michigan today was all right. It was all right. Right now it's let me see here. It's 25. It's okay. It's not like that negative, painful stuff, but it's not bad. Okay. Are you, let's go here. Younger or same or older? All right. Are you younger or same? Brian, I've starred your question. Yeah, Jaden, not bad, man. I love me some Michigan. Are you younger or the same age as me, or are you older? All right, let me know out there. Which one, where do we fall? Is the majority younger than me or older? I think it's pretty close. Usually, right now it's 50-50. Usually it's right on the line. Right on the line. Is 38? No, I mean, technically it's not the same, but I do turn 38 in May. So it's like we're essentially the same age, but no, yeah, I'm 37. I'm 37. Okay, so we do have more older in the chat tonight. About 2/3 are older than me, but it's close. That range has to be, a lot have to be in that like upper 30s, early 40s. Yeah, like 39 in October. Like, yeah, you're older than me, like technically, I guess. So yeah. All right, about a year younger. Okay, yeah. So a lot in this. I am a Taurus, yes. And all of the stereotypes of a Taurus do check out with my personality for the most part. I don't know if I believe in all that kind of stuff, but it's a lot of times Sam will read me something, be like, hey, the Taurus, this, that. And it's like, okay, yeah. It's about accurate. Okay. All right, so we do have more people. Late 40s now. Psh. Just getting started, Amber. Just getting started. And again, guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Taurus, Beard Octane. Yeah, right? Yeah. Awesome. All right, guys. Again, check real quick to see if you hit that thumbs up and if you shared the stream out. And let's go. Octane. Love it. What was the movie where it was like it was a Paul Rudd movie? Oh, man. Was it Role Models? Where he was like the Minotaur and they worked for like a Red Bull type company. Was that Role Models? and he acts as the mascot. Oh man. YouTube's doing it. Man, for once it's not showing me any worry signs on this side. Role Models is a great movie. Great, not appropriate. Don't watch it with super young kids. Sean William Scott. Yeah. I saw him recently on an interview. He doesn't look like the same human at all. Like looks like a full like facial reconstruction. He looks like a different human out there. That's a great movie. I might have to bust that movie out sometime soon again. Role Models, so good. There's some classic lines there. Yep. So good. All right. What were those peanuts you ordered that were pricey? They sound really good. Hubs, Hubs. Really good. Now, have I ordered them since? No, because it's hard to justify the price. But one of the days where I'm just like, you know what, Dan, you work hard. Treat yourself. I will do that. I just haven't been able to yet. It's, definitely. And yeah, if you do have a question, you guys, if you add a question mark, it does help me see it better. I can actually sort the questions by people using a question mark. So yeah, thank you. Very, very helpful. Very, very helpful. And I have starred several questions already, you guys. Yeah, shout out to Hubs. Our movie preferences are very similar. Good. That's about all I can watch these days. It's that era of comedy. If it's a Will Ferrell movie, I'm in. If it's something that's like seems like it's wildly inappropriate today, like Tropic Thunder, I'm in. Like, let's do it. Like, they just don't make the comedies like that anymore. But luckily, we have a huge catalog. For me, it's Step Brothers, it's Old School, it's Talladega Nights, I love those. Even like Borat. I mean, that whole era of comedy is what I love. What's up, Michael? So yeah, yep, Super Bad. That was like one of the first ones that like kicked it off. So good. And they've all stood the test of time. Yep. So, and yeah, you watch them sometimes and you're like, whoa, I watched this in like high school. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, I do have that crazy picture. Yep. So yeah, crazy. All right. So, and make sure everybody's live. Make sure everybody's live out there. American Pie movies were okay. That isn't like my ideal comedy. Like, I liked them as a kid. It was like one of the times where like, ooh, nudity. But they were okay. But yeah, I was more Super Bad and all those kind of ones. Yep. Right. Did we just become best friends? I quote that stuff so often. Yeah. No, I like Bridesmaids. Yeah, Bridesmaids was good. Yep. Yeah, Bridesmaids was good for sure. McLovin. Yep. Exactly. So yeah, simpler time. Yep. True. I'm dressed as a dude, dressed as another dude. Yeah. Yep. All right. And Dave, I've starred your question. We will hit that at a question segment. Yeah, call me Nighthawk. Yep. All right, Steven, I have starred your question as well, and we have plenty of time for questions tonight, you guys. So think about what you've been wondering about your beard, what you've noticed about other beards, and would love to be able to go over all of them. Meet the Spartans, not so much. I'm not a parody movie fan. I didn't really like a lot of the scary movie, the like Scream ones. Those just weren't really my thing. Yeah, I was never a parody movie guy. Yeah, I'm playing a dude dressed as a dude disguised as another dude. What up, Moose? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for the quick trip down memory lane. Let's check out River. All right, he's sleeping good. Let's go ahead and get into our scheduled portion of the program. Ryder was kind enough to join us, and I want to make sure we cover his section, and then he can dip or stay. I'd love for him to stay. I know 90 minutes is a long time. All right, and again, guys, you hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Check to see if you did not, and if you want to share it, we are going to do a giveaway and have some fun tonight. But first up, shout out to our sponsor, Beard Octane, Dancy 10% off. And then on top of that, you guys, please do not sleep on the deal that's scrolling down at the bottom, and that is Beard Octane until Sunday. I don't believe it's Saturday. I'm pretty sure it says till the 15th. Until Sunday, they automatically on their website have oils, butters, and balms marked down 15%. And then you can use Dancy on top. And if you really like Nitro, which is their blueberry coffee scent, it is another 10% off. So you got savings on savings on savings on savings. And so they have some great ones going on right now. And Nitro is one of those scents where it's not for everybody because it is a stronger coffee scent. But people that like Nitro love Nitro. Like love Nitro. And so yeah, it is a very, very popular scent. And again, yeah, look at Jamama right here. It's Jamama. If you look at Jamama right here, it's he says Nitro is one of my favorites. And people that love Nitro love it. Yep. Rob loves it. He's going to be on the show tonight, actually. And JP says, great Octane video today, Dan. It was thorough explanation of the changes to the carrier blend. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've talked about the changes on live streams. I've posted about it on Instagram. But there is a section of my viewers that are not on either of those. They never tune into a stream. They're never on Instagram. And so doing the uploaded video I thought was going to be worth it on such like a big change like that. And for those of you that are not familiar, make sure you watch my video from today later if you don't mind. But essentially, they got rid of sweet almond oil and fractionated coconut oil because people have reactions to those ingredients. Some have nut allergies, and then when you use beard oil with it, for some people, it can be similar to what Steven is saying here. It will give the smell of a wet dog when they use that coconut oil. And so Steven says, how come I can use coconut oil in my beard oils with no issue, but I have a deodorant that has it along with a hit of coconut smell, but once it settles, I get the wet dog awful smell. Steven, your different parts of your body have different pH levels and they have different oils. And so that part of your body, I guess in this case would be your armpits, has the pH and then the certain type of oils. Some would call them pheromones, even though it's hotly debated if it's actually pheromones that are involved or not, or even if humans have pheromones. I know it sounds crazy, but look it up. Look into it. There's some interesting peer-reviewed studies coming out about pheromones, and it has to do with the oil and the pH of that area. Some people, it's everywhere. Some people, it's only in certain locations. So yeah, the pH of your armpit is different than the pH of your beard. Thank goodness. So great question. Yep. Really, really great question. And then to piggyback on that, Rick says, just got Onyx oil in the mail today. Good timing. And whoo, is it good? I knew I should have ordered a butter to go with it. Onyx is quickly becoming a like legendary fan favorite of Beard Octane. And come here. This is not me saying it to hype. This is not me saying it to like get sales going and stuff. Ever since it released on the 1st of the year, we are now 6 weeks into the year. It is the best-selling scent still today for Beard Octane of the year 2026, and it's not close. It's not close. It is absolutely crushing it. It already has returning customers that have bought in January and have come back to purchase again. That's how popular it is. Now, I do have to say with a little bit of confidence, I feel like Positive Charge is right on its heels, my collab with them. I feel like that one's doing well also, but it's been the number one selling scent and has been the one that has the best feedback. Yep, the best feedback. And so, yeah, just keep that in mind. Ryder Grooms, if you respect a stylish young man, he said it's his favorite. And Jay says, Onyx is right there with Envy and Liquid Gold. And Joe says, Onyx is crushing all other scents. Granted, it's a new release, so there's that hype, but it's killing. Yeah, but you guys have had other new releases that didn't come anywhere near this. It has to be, for 6 weeks, has to be your hottest release ever, I would imagine. Yeah, it has to be. So, yeah, if you guys are curious about it, huge. And Craig says, I also love Nitro. It was one of the first he tried. Mad Jack says, Nitro is great. I even got some blueberry crumble coffee because it's so, oh, nice. Nice. And Mr. Paul said he got one free and didn't like it, threw it away. Hey, that's the beauty of something free. You got to try it. Now you know. And we know scent is subjective. It's not for everybody, especially something as polarizing as coffee. But the ones that have it love it. Leo said, and then here's the flip side. Karen said it was a free gift, and she loves it. Awesome. She may not have tried it without having that free gift. Leo said, I think Nitro is my first Beard Octane. Loved it. Cold start in beard now. Awesome. Awesome. Really, really cool. And Craig Craig has Onyx in again today. Absolutely loving the scent. Will loves nitro. Mike loves nitro. Nate loves nitro. Heck yeah. Awesome feedback, guys. And Paul is more of a liquid gold guy. There you go. Oh, you said nitro. I was going to say, if you like liquid gold, I'd be shocked if you didn't like Onyx. If you like Envy, I'd be shocked if you didn't like Onyx. If you like Victory, I would be shocked if you didn't like Onyx. Those are all kind of in the same family. And Jordan Jones, he left a comment on the video today. Greatly appreciated, sir. He said, Onyx is number one for me. Shocking, since my scent preferences line with yours generally. Something about it just hits different. Yeah, he said he's not normally a cologne guy, and it's his number one scent now. Big Joel would be Onyx. Yeah, Big Joe oil's so good. So good. And Daniel got nitro and Onyx as a Secret Santa gift at work. What? You have somebody that is not you at your workplace that bought Beard Octane stuff for a Secret Santa? That's freaking cool, dude. Were you able to like give tips or hints? That's really cool. Victory smells heavenly. There you go. Yep, there you go. We got Victory as our free oil from Last Commands Corner. So good. Yeah, it's a good cologne scent. Yep, good cologne scent. All right, Redneck, I have starred your question, and we will hit that one at the question segment. Awesome. All right, so we got this, got that, guys. And then also, don't forget, more and more as time goes on, I'm really loving the Beard Octane cordless straightener. I don't know if I'm ready to say it's fully replaced the go-to, but the customer service stories I hear from anyone that has had any kind of issue is potent with Beard Octane on this. The quality of it is potent as other devices over time, right? Heating devices don't last forever. It's impossible, just how the nature of the beast. This thing is standing the test of time in very good customer service. So if you're looking for a heated brush, don't sleep on Beard Octane's options, man. They got some good ones. So keep that in mind. And then beyond that, at the end of the show, we are going to do a Nitro bundle giveaway. So we're going to give away a beard oil, a beard butter, and an LCW, all full size in that coffee blueberry scent. And again, guys, that deal is scrolling down at the bottom. 15% off oil, butter, balms until Sunday. Dancy 10 on top, and Nitros even more. Is a go-to better for longer beards and Beard Octane for shorter? No, so keep it right within Beard Octane. So for me, shorter beards lend themselves much better to the corded heated brush from Octane, and longer beards lend themselves to the cordless from Beard Octane. To be fair, on Aberlite, it's the same thing. The Pro works better for shorter beards, and the go-to works better for longer beards. So one more time, Dylan, with Beard Octane, if you have a shorter beard, go with the corded with a cord. If you have a longer beard, go with the cordless. And it just comes down to how big the teeth are, how long they are, and how much spacing there is. So yes. I currently use a Dyson hairdryer. Me too. Shout out to somebody in the chat that hooked me up. Should I implement a heated straightener? Send in, Daryl. Send in the show, man. If you want to send in so we can see like a full-size picture of your beard, I'd let you know. Judging by what I see right now, it does not appear you have any need for it, so likely no. But a beard of my size, your size, I use the blow dryer on everything, and then I go in with the heated brush and I do my mustache and I do my underlip, sometimes my sides. Today, I did do my sides. To give you guys an idea, this is... maybe once a week or once every other week, I'll use the heated brush on my sides. Today was one of those days. I just wanted to get it in line with the knot, and then I use it on my mustache and my underlip. If I don't, this is a mess, and my mustache doesn't look anywhere good. Not yours, Brian, and a great question. A shorter beard to me in this situation would be a beard that still wraps to the face. Meaning if your beard is here, it's going to curl underneath your jaw and go back towards your neck. If that is the style of beard you have, it's under your jaw and back towards your neck, I would go with the corded option. If your beard falls flat and is pointing to the ground, right, you have that little shelf right here, then go with the cordless. If your beard is a good like 4 or 5 inches off the lip, that's a medium beard all day. Yeah, medium beard all day. What is the benefit of heat? Styling. We can get into more. It can be healthier. It can be better for absorbing products and all that, but styling. Heat plus tension equals direction. If you use heat on hair and you get a little bit of pull on it, a little bit of force, it will lock into that. It actually, to get kind of nerdy on you guys, it goes through this thing called the glass transitional phase, where you guys know how you do like glass work. You melt it, it becomes like this semi-solid, almost like liquid, gooey type material. Your hair literally goes through the same metamorphosis. It is that feel that you have right now. When you put it under heat, generally speaking, 365 degrees and less, you get this glass transitional phase where it becomes malleable. And then when it locks into place, it stays like that until you add more water back in. So yeah, look it up, guys. I have a video on it. The glass transitional phase. Yeah, Ryder did throw out my line in the expo. Heat plus tension equals direction. Him and I ping pong off each other perfectly. Yep, perfectly. We've done it for a while now too. Yep. Dan, you've seen my beard. Do you think it's long enough for a knot? I don't remember how long your beard is. Generally speaking, a knot can start for me at around 10 inches of beard. Yep, about 10 inches of beard. Hey, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. And no, you're right. Great question. I appreciate when you guys ask questions, even if you think you know the answer. There will be others that might not and are going to be less willing to ask the question, right? It's no different than the classroom. As crazy as that sounds, there are just some people that will wonder something. They're like, I'm not going to type it. I'm not going to put it out there. So when you guys put the questions out there, man, I greatly appreciate it. And thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you asked. I have a 3-inch beard. So the beard on the picture, that would be a shorter beard. A 3-inch beard in general is about where it starts to transition from a short beard to a medium beard. So yeah, right at about those times. Yep. Grandpa Jay said, these gummies make me deaf to notifications. I'm sure they make you a lot of things. Yep, a lot of things. What's up, Bart? Welcome. If you're struggling to get the knot to work, guys, I mean this in zero selfish ways. Keep watching my demo videos. Mega, I'm seeing your message right meow. Keep watching my demo videos. It just takes time. I just talked to somebody yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. He was like, I've watched your video 40 times. It finally clicked. I finally got it. Keep watching. Keep trying. If your beard is 10 inches longer, maybe add a little bit of butter. Maybe practice by putting a tie in first. But keep practicing, and you should be good. Yeah, Mega, I think you're good. Am I the only one who only uses a heated brush with a medium to long beard? No, there are people. I will say, generally speaking, though, it becomes too straight for longer and medium beards when you only use a heated brush. It becomes too unnatural, almost like a flat iron. You kind of lose volume, you lose texture, but it can be done with low heat. It can be done by going with the right speed. I've seen it done well. I can do it. It just isn't a great, fun process. It's a slower process for me. Generally speaking, medium to long beards should use blow dryers for their heat for the whole beard, but it can be done. Yep, it can be done. I'm one that only uses heated brush. I do not have good hair dryer skills. Nate, I'm very curious what would happen to the volume if you went with a blow dryer instead of heated brush. Very, very curious. I feel like we could get some more volume out of yours. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Jordan Jones says, demo video from Sunday really helped me. Not long enough yet, but I finally see how to do it and so close to getting it tied. Should be able to by April, May. I'm glad, dude. Yep, I'm glad. If you teach me, I got you. Maybe we can make a video out of it. Field trip. Nate's about an hour south of me. We'll do a field trip. Yeah. Yeah, I saw a guy post on Reddit today who had a terribly flat ironed beard, and the comments were just not very kind. If he would come on the show, I would help him. I wouldn't make fun of him. I would help him. And so, yeah, I don't like the female head hair type beards. It's just too straight. Yep. Same. Can't get the coordination. You guys will. I promise you. I promise you. Jay and Nate, I promise you, you guys would master the blow dry. It's not hard. It's a foreign concept to most men, especially when we're using two hands and you got to do different motions. It can be really tough. I promise you, you can do it. Yep, I promise you. There's no doubt about that. Yep. That's so true. My heated brush kills the volume. It does. It does. There is a point of diminishing returns with a heated brush, where if you go too far, now it's going a little bit negative. I only use a heated brush with my 6 to 8 inch beard due to my right arm not bending. Yeah, and because does have a condition, so I've been tempted to buy a hair dryer to try it. I believe in you, man. I don't think that would stop you. I'd be very curious if you could pull it off. Hey, I don't know if I should say this out loud or publicly, but because get a hair dryer on Amazon, experiment for 2 weeks, and if it doesn't work, return it. Now, would I say that to a small batch husband and wife owned team? No, abso-freaking-lutely not. If you return that to them, they really feel that. They notice that. Is Amazon going to feel you returning a $80 hair dryer? No, not at all. They're going to resell it and not have any problems with it at all. Is that wrong for me to say? I don't know. Some people might judge me and say it is. So be it. You're entitled to your opinion. But if it's just me talking to a friend I actually have hung out with, because I would be like, dude, just buy it off Amazon. If you don't like it, return it. Might be a crappy thing to say, but I said it and I'm okay with that. Yep, I'm okay with that. Okay. Female head hair. Yeah, so female head hair is traditionally, when we think about straightening hair, it gets really thin, gets really straight. We all know what that kind of looks like. That's their intention. And a lot of guys do that with their beard with a flat iron. And yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. If you look up any Babyliss blow dryer, you can get some affordable ones, even Conair. Couple of key things, guys. Make sure there are multiple heat settings and make sure there is a cold shot. One more time, free game here, free game. If you're looking for an affordable blow dryer, go Conair or Babyliss, and then look for multiple heat settings and a cold shot. Or look up Dyson Knockoff or Dyson Alternative on Amazon, and you have some really good options. So keep that in mind there. I'll be honest, though, I love heat and blow dryer. I've been doing less lately, mainly just hitting the cheeks and stash some days. So JB, sir, can I, and you can tell me no, but JB, can I introduce part of our private conversations that I would like to call back on this? Very importantly, very, 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 very importantly. If I can, let me know, please. If not, I understand, dude. We move on. I won't ever bring it up again. But let me know if I can bring up a conversation we had in private. He said, sure. Okay. So JB has reached out to me a couple of times in the last few weeks, and this is the epitome of beard advice. And he's like, man, I used a wash and conditioner in the shower, did my normal routine. I can't even get a comb through my beard. I don't know what's going on. I love these products. It didn't happen to me last time. He switches up products. It kind of comes back. And then a couple weeks later, he tries a different wash conditioner. He's like, dude, same thing. I can't get my fingers or a comb through my beard. What is going on? JB, we have your answer right here, man. For people, and I saw a comment earlier in the chat, someone saying something similar too. For people that cannot get a comb through their beard or cannot get a heated brush through their beard, they can't get a brush through their beard, it is because of a couple of things. Number one, and these are things that it could be, but it is one of them, guaranteed. One of these things, they're dehydrated. Got that. We understand what happens to hair when it's dehydrated. Number two, they are not using conditioner in the shower every other day and using a comb while they're doing that in the shower. That's huge. That's two. And then number three, they are not doing, and please listen to this really important word here, a consistent heat routine. If you are hydrated, you are combing conditioner through your beard every other day in the shower, and assuming you use quality products and all that stuff, quality tools, and you have a consistent heat routine, you will no longer ever have the problem of really having those tangles and snags. JB, to the absolute rooftop. I've never been more confident in my life on anything. The reason why you were experiencing those tangle days and those days where it's hard to get through is because you've stepped back from heat. When somebody, hey, Joey Hookem, what up, dude? We got a real OG in the house. When you are using consistent heat, your beard glides so much easier. It's actually healthier. I didn't want to get into like the super nerdy details on it, but when it's done correctly, it's healthier. If you get back to your consistent heat routine, JB, you will no longer have those problems at all. And that is a promise. And you know specifically, you've been around so potently enough, I don't speak like this. I very rarely, very few different types of situations where I'm adamant, where I'm like, I am right on this one. I'm telling you, I am right on this one. And it's all personal preference. Nobody has to use heat. Nobody has to use conditioner. But if you're experiencing more tangles and snags, I'm promising you that is why. And I can tell you how to fix them too. And JB says, def water and conditioner down. There've just been some times recent the beard looked decent and voluminous without the heat, so I left it. I was always very consistent before, so makes sense. Guys, if there's ever people like doubt me, please know I know what I'm talking about. The 3 factors I mentioned are the 3 things that he has changed recently, and he's noticed it in his beard. He didn't tell me any of those things, but I knew those were the causes. It's what happens. And so put yourself in my shoes. I'm in a tough place sometimes because people will tell me things. Not my beard. This guy, and this is not JB. JB is unbelievably amazing. But I'll have people that'll be like, oh, not my beard. I couldn't get a comb through my beard if my life depended on. You just don't understand, man. You don't know what it's like having this beard. I know hair. And I know how to get it to do what it wants. And it is universal. There's not a hair on this planet. There's not a beard on this planet that I can't get a comb through if we start following those routines. It just simply works. And at the end of the day, it's just simply science. That's it. It's just science. And the more you know, the more you could use. So just keep that in mind, you guys. That is absolutely, absolutely huge. And I crushed it there. I'm so glad we were able to talk about that, man. So glad. Thank you, JB. Check. Because that has literally been my life the last month or few. Definitely been slacking on my water and heat routine. I can literally feel it. People want to dismiss this stuff, right? People want to say it's all genetics. People want to say this is all snake oil and just trying to make money online and blah, all the crap I hear every day. It's just true. It's just true. And it's to the point where it's so true. I don't care when people don't believe me. I don't care to argue with people. If they want to tell me this or that, cool. Go enjoy your rat nest beard. That's fine. Yep, that's fine. So yeah, yep, really is. I have a relatively shorter beard, although I bought a straightener at one point. Yeah, use it, man. Short beards work great with straighteners. Yeah, they really do. There's a little cat outside our house right now. So, yep, absolutely. Okay. And do you comb conditioner immediately or after a few minutes? After a few minutes. So I work it through the beard. This is a great question, J Farm. I work it through the beard. And then, guys, I got to write this down. I've done videos on the topics before, but it needs to be more. It needs to be more on an official video. All right. Something along the lines of, if you guys have ideas, feel free to put them in the chat. This is how we birth video titles sometimes now. Something along the lines of, if you have beard tangles, you are slacking in one of these 3 ways. That's pretty good. That's pretty dang good right there. Yeah, that's pretty dang good right there. All right, and we will get to all the advice and stuff, guys, but this is like perfectly topical, perfectly on point. Craig said, I strayed away from using the blow dryer for almost a year and found that I was having issues with flyaways and styling. Started back to everyday blow dryer again, and it's already helping. It's like the inconvenient truth that none of us want to believe. we'll stop using a blow dryer, and for a week we're like, ooh, baby, I got some volume. It's got some texture. My beard is feeling great. Dan doesn't know what he's talking about. 6 months later, Dan, you were right. It just happens. It's just how it happens, man. Yep. I recommend heat every single day. I recommend heat every single day. Yep, every single day. Consistently using heat, blow dryer, and heated brush was a game changer. Yeah, it's huge. Huge, huge, huge. Day and night. Jay said heat and day or night, or day and night. Day and night. I wish myself that there's a day and night. Man, that Kid Cudi album, that was a whole chapter of my life. Heat during the day only. There's no real reason to use heat at night. Yep, heat during the day. 100%, I skipped straightening one day this week because I've been sick and my beard felt horrible. I couldn't stand it. Yep, there it is. Where's the Flatiron beards? Yeah, it was on the beards forum, Brian. It was either yesterday or today. It was a black beard. It kind of came down to a triangle point. You'll find it. It was a popular one. At what length should you start using heat? As soon as you feel the hairs are not going in the direction you want them to. One more time. Hey, man, I think that might need to be a video too. That might need to be a video too. When to start using heat on a beard. Love it. So yeah, yep, 100%. I guess every beard is different, but the routines and the way you make it work is the difference. Some things don't work. So, and this is a tough one, right? This is a tough one here. I'm really big on trying to get rid of scapegoats. I'm really big on trying to get rid of the things people regurgitate based on insecurities. And there are some things that are different for beards. For example, there are some beards that do much better with a thin viscosity oil as compared to a thick viscosity. Now, there's a whole heck of a lot of variables to unpack there. There's variables of the person and there's variables of the environment. Is the environment dry or is it something that is moist, aka humid? What about the person? Is the skin dry or oily? What about the hair? Is it gray or black? Those all factor in, and they're absolutely, that's awesome, Craig. I'm about to star that. There absolutely is a factor of personal preference, but way more than not, there are rules that are the same for everybody, even when they don't want to admit it. And they'll say things like, every beard is different. Every routine, until it comes to hair in general, there are rules that are set for everybody. And people don't like to have hard rules. And so it makes it tough. But the reason why people don't like to have hard rules is because they have scapegoats. They have insecure outs. And they can say, it's not what my beard does. If you have tangles and snags, I promise you, I can fix it. If you have beard dandruff, I promise you, I can fix it. And I'll even up the ante, and this is something that most people would encourage me not to say because they would say I would lose credit and discredit me, but I know that I'm right. If you have beard dandruff, I know that I am more likely to help you than a dermatologist. But Dan, they're doctors. But Dan, they deal with skin. Dandruff is on the skin. If you have beard dandruff, I know for sure we can fix it. 100%. Like, we can fix it. There's only a couple of things that cause beard dandruff, and I know the method to get it fixed. So the concept that all beards are different, yes, but not as much as people want to admit. Right? Not as much as people want to admit. So, yeah. And Because says, this convo makes me wonder if I'm not using conditioner enough. Current conditioner routine is once a week, straighten every day, but everywhere but underside of my beard. My hair is wicked wavy. Try up in the conditioner. Don't go more than every other day, but I do recommend every other day. Yeah. I'm really wanting to get, oh, dude. Chef, you should have had one years ago. Yeah, 100%. Yep, 100%. Oh, yeah, Warren, having a dedicated morning and night routine, same thing. There's a lot of guys that say, I don't need a night routine. I'm like, cool, you rock on, man. Power on, no doubt. Your beard would be better if you do. That's one of those hard truths, right? That's one of those things that you're not supposed to say. I don't need a beard. I don't need a nighttime routine. My beard's great. It would be better if you did. Sorry. It would be better if you did. So, yeah, yep, that is it. Yeah, it is harder to drink the water in the winter when we're not hot, we're not outside and active as much. Yeah, yep. If I'm being lazy, sloth, and skip my heat routine because I'm not leaving the house, my beard feels noticeably worse. Same here, without a doubt. All other aspects of my beard care are the same. Heat absolutely helps. It's a fact. It's just a fact people don't want to admit. Dan, I know you have videos on conditioner every other day, but can you briefly speak on how detrimental conditioning daily can be? Or is it that not big of a deal? And the texture is personal preference? It is a big deal. So over conditioning is, oh man, you guys have some great freaking questions. I promise we're gonna get to this segment. I promise. I'm sorry, Ryder, anybody, hold on. We will get to the advice and all that, but this is just so helpful. And we got 150 people in here right now. If you guys don't appreciate this free content, I don't know what to tell you. I got nothing for you. If this doesn't fit your groove, I guess keep watching and being angry. But if you do appreciate it, hit that thumbs up. Conditioner is the only product we use in the beard industry that is designed to stay on after rinsing off. One more time. Conditioner is the only product in the beard industry, the beard market, the beard product industry that is designed to stay on after rinsing off. How conditioner works. Our hair has a pH to it. It has a charge to it. Conditioner is the opposite charge. Okay, stay with me here. Stay with me. And I do have a video breaking this down. If you guys want to look up how does beard conditioner work, I got you already covered years ago. There's an opposite charge. The opposites attract. Conditioner is attracted to our hair. Does anybody have, and I have talked about this before, does anybody have a guess on your hair, the hair shaft, where the charge is the greatest, and it's the opposite of conditioner? What part of the hair has the greatest, the most potent charge? I want to see if somebody can get this answer. We'll see how long people have been listening and following, because I have covered this in a video. The ends, no. What part of a hair? The root, no. The ends, no. It's not the end. It's not the root. It's not the follicle. It's not the tip. Not the follicle. Nope. The ball, the butt, nope. The end, nope. Nope. The middle, nope. Cuticle, nope. That's the whole hair. Nope, nope. The shaft, nope. Dang, I thought for sure somebody would get it. Cuticle, shaft, no. The core, no. Membrane, no. The outside, no. Pores, bulb. I love everybody trying to Google it. So no, the part of the hair that has the most potent charge is the part that is damaged. If you have an imperfection on your hair, it is where it's the most potently charged. Essentially, what conditioner does is it gets on the hair, it finds those imperfections, and it latches onto them. So think about like this being a hair shaft, right? Think about this right here. If we were to have a damaged part of the hair in the middle, the conditioner is going to latch on, and what it does is it smooths out the hair. Because what happens, right? Think about pine cones. If you have the pine cone, it's out like this. Damage does the same thing. When they grab each other, it acts like Velcro, and they do not separate, right? When you add conditioner, it smooths it out, and now I can get a comb going through my beard. Easy peasy. I rinse it off. The rest of the conditioner goes away, but those areas where it was damaged are now sealed slightly. But Dan, if they're sealed, how does it absorb oil? Only the damaged parts remain sealed. Conditioner is an absolutely amazing scientific breakthrough. Amazing. It's incredible. I couldn't come up with it. I don't design them. I'm not a water-based scientist. That's a crazy statement right there. But that is what conditioner does. If you do that too frequently, You are getting stuff that's latching onto the hair that's not supposed to be, and it builds up. And what happens when it builds up? It goes down to the pore. It goes down to the follicle, and it clogs your pores. It causes beard dandruff. It causes beard pimples. The hair gets too heavy and too difficult to style. It stalls growth, and it dulls out the beard. It doesn't make it look as lifelike and as healthy. I really believe everybody should avoid over conditioning. But Dan, if you told them to condition more, you'd sell more products. I know. I don't want that. I'm also the person that says, I don't use balm. I don't care about that type of stuff. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Wash, condition, oil, then blow dry. Correct. Spot on. Yep, spot on. How much conditioner do you use? I use 2 pumps from like a Johnny Ray pump top, or if it's Beard Octane, it's about the size of maybe a quarter. Probably a little bit smaller than like the size of that in my hand, but 2 pumps with a pump top for that one. So, yep. Steven, I starred your other question. That's not on this topic. We will hit that at the question segment. So yeah. What's up, William? Welcome in. All right. Would a hairdryer be better for a more natural look? Yeah. Yep. A hairdryer is always going to be more natural than a heated brush. Yes, absolutely. Is high heat at high speed too much? Yes. For almost everybody, high heat, high speed, too much. I recommend medium heat, medium speed. I was thinking because my curly beard, should I heat twice? No. Nope. Once should be good. Yep. I feel like the heated brush doesn't work for me. Of course, it could be the brand. The comb just feels so long where the hair doesn't hit the hair properly. So yeah, so this would be a Ratman. This would likely be the right or the wrong tool for the right job situation, right? I'll never forget this wall. Actually, I have a cement wall over here, and I was trying to drill cement screws into the wall. Couldn't do it. I got the proper drill, done in seconds. I spent hours trying to manpower it. Getting the right tool for the right job makes all the difference. Yep, all the difference. And so, yeah, and this is so cool, Craig. I appreciate that. He said, I love seeing Dan's idea lamp come on. It happens all the time on streams because of you guys in the most appreciative way ever. Do washes and conditioners go bad over time? Yeah, generally speaking, a 1-year shelf life for water-based products. 1 year. Not water-based, so if we're talking oils, balms, butter, 2 to 3 years. But if it's a conditioner, if it's a wash, 1 year is your good rule of thumb. Yep. You would think it's common sense would kick in, but wash your hands. Yep, I got a video on that. Yep, wash your hands before applying products. Yeah, yep, absolutely. Dan, when we use heat or cold when using a hairdryer, or should we use, great question, Brian. So heat should be using to style, and then a cold shot using to lock it in. One more time. Heat to style the beard, and then when you're all done, cold shot to lock it in. The same goes for the shower. Warm water to rinse out your wash, warm water to rinse out your conditioner, and then the very end of your shower, cold rinse. What if you wake up early for work? I'm supposed to be doing a shower. I'm supposed to be doing a shower in heat. That's a lot to ask. Hey, I'm not saying anybody has to. But if you're like, Dan, I have tangles in my beard. Dan, I want my beard to look in a better direction than it's going. Yes. Yes, that's what you do. Now you have to weigh what's worth it. Is it worth it for you? Hey, what would be the additional time of a blow dryer? 5 minutes? You'd have to ask yourself, is it worth it to go to bed 5 minutes earlier and wake up 5 minutes earlier? For me, it's a strong yes, an unbelievable yes. But that's a personal question. Heat at night isn't beneficial? No, you're not likely going to get much benefit. If you're a back sleeper, maybe the heat styling will stay. But going to bed with it, you're probably just disheveling the beard anyway. Yep. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. All right. And Dylan said, I found my best beard days were where I conditioned and used heat. It seemed to make it straighter and hold longer. I experimented with conditioner every day and haven't seen any downside personally. Yeah, so hopefully that helped out, Dylan. I get up before everyone, and so running a blow dryer work isn't a good idea. So what would you recommend? If styling matters at work, I would go with a very expensive Dyson hairdryer. It's way quieter. Or I would try to figure out a way to make the heated brush work for you. It can work for medium and long beards. It's just not as easy and maybe not as effective. Yep. I use a bit of castor oil. Yeah, figuring out those personal variables. Nothing wrong with that at all. I believe you can treat beard dandruff better than dermatologists. Like steroid users are going to be get better advice from bodybuilders than endocrinologists. Oh, no doubt. And we know many exceptions to those kind of rules too, dude. You get it. And I know what you're going to school for. And so I know you understand too. Yep, absolutely. Okay. Tactical, I've starred your question. And real quick, because this is on topic, do red beards require more frequent conditioning? I would say in general, yes, but not more than every other day. Yep. Dermatologists will tell you to shave and give you a cream every single time without exception ever in the history of beards. Yes. Donald said, I had mustache dandruff, reached out to Dan. 2 days later, it was resolved and never happened again. I do know this stuff, guys. I only talk confidently about stuff I know. And I am very confident on this one. Yep, for sure. The Conair looks promising for the price. I just don't want to send a bunch on a hairdryer. Hey, if it's something you use every single day, to me, that's something worth investing in, right? I don't mind spending decent money on our pillowcases and our sheets because I use it every day. You know, just something to consider about the frequency. I've recently realized why I had itching with most beard oils. I watched one of your videos, can't remember the name, but I seem to use coconut oil as the main carrier. There you go, dude. That's why Beard Octane changed. Yep, right there. Keep it coming. I enjoy all the free advice. Appreciate it. Thanks, man. Dan is the source for everything beard, which I love and is my new addiction. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Joey, Beard Octane still has an unbelievable beard conditioner, man. Yep, unbelievable. Okay. Blackbeard, I starred your other question. Is there a difference between hair conditioner and beard conditioner? Yeah, absolutely. Head hair conditioner is generally thicker. Head hair conditioner is generally more latching on. It will lead to more pore stoppage and blockage on beards. They have a different pH level to them. They are formulated differently. Yes, 100%. Yep. Charge like static electricity? Exactly like that, Brian. Yep, spot on. Spot on. Okay. So the ends are partially right. That is a very fair statement, Kay. Yes. Yep, absolutely. Very, very fair statement. It's not impacted if you do a warm rinse of conditioner and then a cold rinse. That's the best way to go about it, Donald. Yep. Every second or third day works for me, and that's a great routine. Nothing wrong with doing every 2 or 3 days. Yep, absolutely. 100%. All right, David, I've starred your question. We'll hit that at the question segment. As you do a cold shot, do you continue to use your brush or comb? Yes, I always comb through the cold shot. I personally always comb through the cold shot. All right, JP, I've starred your question, my friend. Okay, got it. What's up, Scott? Welcome. Yeah, there's not even a debate. Dyson is the best hair dryer in the world. I don't think that there's any debate there. The debate is it worth your personal investment depending on your expendable income, depending on your money situation? Nobody can say what is worth it and what is not. Some people don't have as many fun tokens to play with. Some people have more fun tokens to play with. It's all relative for what it's worth. But Dyson is the best, and the results are different, like straight up different. And so, yeah, it just comes down to what you can afford and what you value. Yep, absolutely. I love how passionate you are about beards, Coach Dan. I feel like I'm in school. Thank you. I don't know why. It's so freaking weird. I'm like juiced up right now talking about solving conditioner and beards. What in the world is wrong? How did we get here? Like, I literally have goosebumps talking about beard conditioner. What is wrong with me? What did my parents do wrong? Like, that's crazy if you step back and think about it. And I really am. Like, I get heated talking about beard stuff. What? Like, that's so freaking weird, man. It's so weird. Dan, should I use the Chicago Comb 8 when using the blow dryer? Yeah, it's a great, that's what I use. A great tool. It's so weird, man. I'm just, yeah. Dan's videos are addictive. I think I've watched every single one. What? I have like 2,000 videos. That's crazy. That's crazy. How well would conditioner work on head hair? Good, really good. It's lighter. It might not be enough for some people, but yeah, good. So, yep. Is there a reason why Beard Octane doesn't have any scented conditioners? They do. I have a Cold Start in the shower right now. Yeah, they do have scented conditioners. How often should a red white beard use a stripping shampoo? Once a week or once every other week is fine. Can you use beard oil on your head to help? Okay, let me start that question. We'll hit that the question segment. And then Devin, I've started your question as well. Would you say it's the same as true for your head hair? I don't know. And that's not me like getting out of a question. I don't know much about head hair and what you should and should not do. I just don't care. I have my head hair. It's great. It's wonderful. I just don't care. I don't know why. It's just not my point of interest. So Matt, sincerely, I have no idea the rules of head hair and conditioner. I've heard the generally accepted rule for head hair is you don't use conditioner unless your hair is shoulder length and lower. Is that valid? I don't know. Is it a wives' tale? I don't know. So yeah, it's just not my thing. Yep. Okay. You are a nerd for beards. Everyone is a nerd for about something. Even jocks are nerds. True. Yep. True. Yeah, no doubt. You're like the leading expert on beards in the world, maybe. Hey, man, I'll take that. Anybody wants to come for the title, let's do it. Set it up. Oh, man. Zachary, I've started your question as well. Okay, let's pop back on here, you guys. I use Babyliss Pro as Dyson. Huge. Nadal and I are very close and huge upgrade. Yep. The change from a Babyliss to a Dyson is massive. Yep. Am I messing up? I blow dry while brushing, then use a heated. Nope. Totally fine, Brian. That's the method I would recommend, dude. Yeah, you're doing good. My daughter wants to know if she can put beard butter on the tips of her hair. Yes. Jacob, tons of women in the stream right now do that already. Yep. Dan, being born and raised in Michigan, did you ever have a juggalo phase? Not personally, but I had a lot of friends that are juggalos and juggalettes. I have a lot of friends that love Faygo Pop. I know one of the music video juggalo girls. She hits for the other team, if you know. And so it's not even a valid thing. But no, I never went through a juggalo phase myself. I've never been to the gathering or anything like that, but it's Michigan legend. All right, guys, let's get into some advice, questions, and then a giveaway. Shout out to Octane. This is one of our shout out to Octane. We'll leave it there. Okay. I refreshed. Brian, if you're wondering about your question, I answered and said, yes, you're doing it great. That's the method that I would do to this one. Yeah. All right, Craig with a K. Here we go. And this is where Ryder comes in. He may have left. I don't blame him. But follow up the big trim. I began growing my beard in September of 2021. I had a very great barber trim experience in 22 at my yeared mark, but following that began to grow for length and decided to leave the trimming alone. I trimmed a small self-trim about 2 inches in January of 24. And since have not touched the beard. Stash trims are a regular thing to keep out of my mouth and to keep Emily the queen happy. Of course, got to compromise there a little bit. Fall of 2025, I began to have a lot of thoughts of trimming quite a bit off to clean up the transparency and what seemed to be unhealthy hair at the ends of my beard. Then came the incredible opportunity for me to be part of the expo in California and be a beard model for the Beard Octane and Dancy Bearded during his classes. I decided prior to and during the consult, which is with Ryder and James, which was a lot and a lot of talking about what exactly I wanted and what exactly I didn't want. This is a huge point right here, guys. You should have a consult, and Ryder talks about this in a beautiful way. You should have a consult with your barber beforehand. And you should feel like you're able to talk about anything and everything. You should feel like you're not being on a timed rush. You should feel like they are hearing you. Let them know exactly what you want and what you do not want. Okay? I'm so glad Craig put this in here because there's a lot of guys that are fearful of sticking up for themselves, fearful of talking about what they want and need. You need to do that. You are paying the barber. You are the customer. They should be listening. And Emily, who is Craig's wife, says, it was great meeting Ryder, Joe, and you at Cali. Great group of humans. Makes me want to buy everything Beard Octane has. That's so awesome. And shout out to Emily. Shout out to her mom, Sue. Just great people. Like, I already knew it. It's not a shock to me, but just great people. Love that. Love that. Okay. And so the trim between 4 and 6 inches of the beard and leave the cheek lines and side beard along the neck, all natural. End results after a 2-day trim by Master Barbers James Zapp and Ryder Grooms. And thank you, Corey. Are absolutely amazing. I love the look and the feel and how much easier my beard styles. I went from 26.5 inches the morning before the expo to 20.5. So keep this in mind, guys. I'm about to show you the before and after of Craig's trim. Many of you would poop your pants thinking about trimming off 6 inches of beard. And you're like, why? Why would you do such a thing? Oh my gosh. 6 inches of beard. That's more than numbers I have in my life. I was going to make a really bad joke, and I'm not going there. Won't do it. If Sam was here, I probably would have gotten inappropriate, but I'm not going there. 6 inches of beards is crazy. He actually had 2 different classes. So to clarify, he had a class where Ryder was trimming it and did part, and then another class where James was trimming it and did part. Here is the before and after of a 6-inch trim. A 6-inch trim. Here we go. Come on now. Come on now. Are you kidding me? I'll let you guys say it. I don't need to say squat. I'm going to let you guys say it in the chat. Come on now. Addition by subtraction to the max. August, I like the trim. Let's go. That's incredible. Phenomenal. It's amazing of how little beard knowledge there is in the barber community. Oh, if you only knew. I go around the country and talk to barbers. It's insane how little most barbers know. The only barbers that have information on beards are the ones that seek their self-education. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Epic. Looks great. Nice. Looks good. Sheesh. Looks good, man. I think his arms got more muscular. That's true. That is 100% true. Yep. Looks great. Amazing. Addition by Fingers Broom. Yeah, there you go. All right. Yeah, JFC. You guys can break that down for yourself. Nothing wrong there. Good Lord, man. Fantastic. Looks awesome. Absolute addition. Awesome how the trim makes it look wider, right? Right? You took off hair and it looks bigger. Looks better, looks fuller, looks good, looks fuller. Looks so much better after the trim. Yep. Beard Envy, glorious beard. Beard Envy looks awesome, much fuller. Trim awesome, looks fuller and wider. Holy smokes. Don't talk about Jay like that. Good idea on the black shirt to really highlight it. Yep. Wow. Amazing. Boom. Yep. I need to widen the stairs for him to go to bed. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, his head got a little bit bigger. And she's talking about the beard. The beard is wider, to get him up there. So, yeah. Picture, and if you guys notice, they did trim the mustache. Tell me that it still isn't full, that it still isn't an awesome mustache. And here's the thing. I guarantee his mustache grows fast, and it'll get even thicker and thicker and thicker. But it also makes his wife happy to have that compromise. Yeah. 100%. Yep. So it looks fuller because it's not as heavy and pulling down. Also, there's less effect of the chest in life pushing it to the center. Huge difference. Yep. Huge difference. It was supposed to be addition by subtraction. Oh, you're good. Thanks, Rev. Thank you, Craig. This was a before and after of a weekend trim. That is the impact of addition by subtraction right there. Right there. Simple as that, man. It is awesome. This show has been so good. I might have to find a way to upload it as a full upload to the channel so people can watch it that don't. Some people just will not check a live stream for nothing. We've had such good information, such an awesome update. So cool. Awesome. Now, I can't make this up. We're going to piggyback it with a beautiful timely entry asking for advice on a beard trim, right? Beautiful. And Craig says, huge shout out to Ryder and James for the amazing work they did on my beard trim. Facts on facts on facts. I will say they learned from the best, but they did, just kidding. They did the job there. And Weatherbeard says, psh, did you hit the like button yet? It looks like this. Let's check with River. Oh, that boy's passed out, man. What up, dude? What up, dude? So, yes, so cute. All right, goals, heck yeah. As popular as popular as beards are these days, barber schools should have more detailed studies on grooming beards and how to take care of it. Let me let you guys in on a dream. I want to write the official curriculum of the U.S. Barber School, the U.S. Barber certification. Now, right now it's state certifications. It's different. I have a master's degree in curriculum development. I know a ton about beards. One of the most in the world. I'm confident in saying that. I don't know if there's a better match made in heaven than to write. Beard Barber School has zero curriculum on beards. Let me make sure you guys understand that. 0 days, 0 books, 0 pages, 0 words, 0 letters in barber school go over beards or facial hair. 0. None. Nothing. I want to create the school curriculum. I'll make the text. I'll create the exam. I'll have a way to educate the educators. I think it could change the barber world, and I probably wouldn't even charge much for it. I got to charge a little bit, but I'm not even going to charge much for it, and I would love to. Dan, do you have Discord? No, I use my Facebook group for that. I am not a fan of Discord for several reasons. I used to run a Discord for one of the largest. You guys ready to be super impressed right now? True story. I used to run as a moderator one of the largest Discord servers in the entire country for Pokemon Go. I know. Easy on the super chats. You guys don't have to try and impress me with donations because of that. But yeah. I was a moderator on one of the world's U.S., not world, it was bigger in Japan, but one of the U.S. largest Discord servers on Pokemon Go. Don't mind me over here. Yeah, don't mind me over here. But yeah, I want to do it. And I am working on a course. There are many avenues. If only my kids weren't 10, 8, and 6 right now, it'll happen. It'll happen, man. There's no doubt about it. Yep, it'll happen for sure. For sure. Yeah, it sounds very similar to most beauty schools not having any requirements learning about textured hair. Or natural hair, right? You are exactly right. Yep. So yeah. Yeah, I was a Pokemon Go nerd. Yep. I was a Pokemon Go nerd. If you guys can't figure it out, I have a super addictive personality. And before beards, it was Pokemon Go. And before Pokemon Go, it was metal detecting. Full obsession. Yep. Full obsession. Yeah. Yep. No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. All right, let's check in with Rob here. I've been contemplating trimming the bottom of my beard for some time now. Huh. Sounds familiar. Like Craig, eh? I get a bit of a fork down there. He's talking about the beard, guys. That I have to style away. It's a bit uneven. I feel even the thickness because I was a victim of a trimming my neck for too long. I hear you. I am thinking about a couple of inches, give or take a bit. I don't really think I have to do anything else to it besides fade my sideburns in for keeping it clean, right? Getting those nice clean lines. Biggest Pokemon guy, but doesn't play video games. How does that happen? Yeah, I was the biggest Pokemon guy 10 years ago. It was probably the last time I've touched that or video games. So yeah, that was then. That was when I was addicted to that stuff. But yep, I don't even have the app on my phone. Don't even have it on my phone anymore. All right, back to this. in the styling, I want to do a bit more of a round shape. These photos were just before full styling, oil in set. No butter that day because it wasn't below zero. He's at East Coast. Ready to style the stash. Don't mind the stank face either. It was early. Any input would be appreciated. Okay. Freakishly similar mindset to Craig before his trim. Yep. Freakishly similar. Let's see what we have to give input when we just saw the before and after before. Rob, look at that thing, dude. Come on. You are correct. You don't need to do anything other than maybe fade the sideburns up a little bit up here. And then for the trim of the beard, I think it's a very simple trim. He wants to go more rounded. This is going to be your line of demarcation. I messed that up a little bit, but that's right where we're going to go. And that is the correct terminology, guys. Line of demarcation. Essentially, figure out where it's the most natural, and your genetics are telling you where you should be trimming. Now, Rob, you don't have to do anything. Your beard is fantastic. Your beard is absolutely fantastic. But no. And so, Michael, you understand why I will never try cocaine? Why I will never try coffee? Because I know I will like them way too much. Way too much. I'm frugal. I don't want to spend money on coffee. I like my life. I don't want to ruin it with cocaine. I'm way too addictive. I don't drink alcohol, guys. Brian in here knows my dad well. My dad consumes his whole life a regular amount of alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. I'm way too addictive. I understand what would happen if I did a bump of Coke. No, thank you. No, thank you. And I have crazy willpower because I know how addictive I am. And so, yeah, no, not for me. Not for me. Okay. But this is the line here. Yeah, very, very, yeah. Could you imagine me on Coke? Woo, let's go. I'm already crazy. I'm already nuts. I can't imagine what would happen. All I do is drink water and then Mountain Dew with lunch. Cheers, by the way. All right. That's the line there. I think that is really, really easy. The most interesting thing, probably a Spanish real coin, a real Spanish real. That was my favorite find I've ever had. I had silver spoons. I had musket ball. I had a lot of different things out there. Or I have an officer's button from the Civil War from New York that I found. Yeah, an officer's button from the Civil War. Yeah. Yep. I had a great one. I had an XP. Guys, I was obsessed. I had an XP Deus 2. Any metal detectors out there know exactly what I'm talking about. An XP Deus 2 was the metal detector that I used. And then I had so many things. Don't get me started. Do not get me started, you guys. All right. So, yep, that's that. Yeah, I had to think about it more. The button is cooler. I have a picture. Let me see if I can show you guys real quick. You guys are getting me squirreling. We don't have Sam. There's no bedtime. No bedtime. Yeah, I loved my metal detecting era. Now I just it's just not feasible. Yeah, I found actually 3 different buttons. Let me show you guys here real quick. I found 3 different buttons. It's gonna be in the bottom portion of this. Look at that. These are all different finds that I had when I was out. Obviously, like the wheat pennies. Look at that. I had some really, really, really cool finds in there. Yeah, some really, really cool ones. I have some spent bullets, some not. So yeah. Nope, I still have all of them. No, I don't do things like that for money. It's just a passion thing. But yeah, I still have them all. Yep. I still have them all. Yes, there is a bedtime. No, Mike, no bedtime tonight. We're staying up all night. We're going streaking. Stupid. So dumb. All right. Got it here, guys. Rob, that is my line. If you did nothing, you have a great beard. But I do think you would really enjoy the results of that line right there. Yep. Right there. And so, yeah, he said, imagine Dan on Coke and metal detecting. Sheesh. Did you have the proper archaeological permit for this? I was always on private property that I got permission. I actually had business cards that I gave to people's houses. Here's how obsessed I am, guys. I can look at the foundation of any building in this country and tell you within 10 years when it was built. Straight up. Any foundation in the United States of America, I can't do Europe because it's way too old. Any foundation in the United States of America, I can tell you within 10 years when it was built. That's pretty cool. Yep, that's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, Rob's beard is awesome. It is. All right, let me see. Did Rob comment out here? Okay, and if you have questions, Rob, let me know. Yep, let me know. Awesome, man. Thank you for sending in. Nerd. Me. Call me a nerd. You can do it all night long. All right, question time. I have 13 starred. So I'm going to do my best, and then we'll get into the giveaway. And again, guys, the bottom is the code. Sam did not go metal detecting with me. It was not her thing to go out for 8 hours in a farm field and get super muddied in hopes that I would find one shiny thing. So, yeah, she did not go metal detecting with me. So, nope. All right. Oh, nice. Awesome. And here's Rob, guys. He says, absolutely going to make a decision, but I agree with that spot. Exactly where I was thinking. Boom. Boom. My wife joined, but she didn't dig. You know what that means. Yeah. Yep. I gotcha. All right. Here are our questions. I'm almost at 1 year of my beard. Should I trim at 1 year? Mega, send in. I cannot give you any kind of valid answer unless I can see your beard. Send in. Guys and girls out there, there is a scrolly at the bottom. beardadvicelive@gmail.com. You guys saw the results of what we can do with advice from this community in this stream. What up, Burton? I talked about you, Burton, today in a consultation meeting. Literally today, I talked about you. I did have to change the time on my consultation meeting. The company was super flexible, thank goodness, because Sam was sick. She was supposed to take Maddox to a field trip. I had ended up taking it, which was awesome. I was able to do all my stuff. But yeah, Burton, I talked about you, man. True story. True story. All right. Send in, man. I cannot help you unless I see your beard. beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Guys, it's free. This is the craziest free help content in the world. Could you imagine reaching out to like a fitness expert and a fitness expert and asking for this kind of advice, how much they would charge you? Or like a super elite barber and you're giving advice? This is a crazy free platform, you guys. Take advantage of it. Use it. beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Unbelievable. Yep, unbelievable. Yeah. Must be nice to have a flexible schedule. It is, without a doubt. And I know the angle you're coming from there, Craig. It is. And I work freaking hard for that flexible schedule. But yeah, it is. There's no doubt that that's a huge perk. You do wash, oil, and general care daily. Do you use heat every day? I do. Do you use both blow dryer and heated brush together? Yes. Finally, do you use some form of heat every day? Almost always, yes. Bare minimum, I'll use the heated brush on my mustache. But yep. Bare minimum, I'll use the heated brush on my mustache. Do you ever trim your cheek line, Dan? Not really. What I will do is I'll take a trimmer, and if these guys get up to the eyeballs or they try to connect to the eyebrows, I'll just go in right up here. But if you see mine is not uniform. It's not a tight, crispy line. This is so hard to do when the camera's inverted. I can't even do it, guys. But this line here is not exactly even. I like it a little bit more natural. So yeah, I do not really trim up my cheek line. We take for granted how generous Dan is with it. You do not, sir. You absolutely, if there was 5 humans in the world that do not take my advice for granted, I know for sure it's you. It's not, yeah. I've been in home theater streams where the host won't answer questions, lets the super chat. Yeah, I see that all the time too, man. Yep, I see that all the time. People will not answer unless it's a paid super chat. or giveaways. You don't get it unless you buy. Nope. We try to give back to everybody. Question, Dan, do you wear the same brand for butter at night or something different? So my situation's weird, right? I review for a career. So if I'm testing for a company, I do use the same butter, but not every company I test for has a butter. So I get a lot more freedom at night than I do in the morning. My butter has no, if it's a choice day, there's no correlation between the oil brand and the butter brand. I switch it up as freely as I would like. There's no reason to match. It might be a silly question, but I take naps during the day, still recovering from my surgery. Anything I should do to the beard after my nap? No. Style it, get it ready, however you would like it. Nope, no real rules there. Hey, Donald. Thank you, man. Donald just donated five memberships to the chat. Thank you, dude. Thanks, man. Donald knows Sam was sick. He was the first person I told today. Is that weird that it's my online beard buddy, even though we've hung out in person for many days, that he was the first person I said Sam was sick to? I don't think so. That's my dude right there. That's my dude. Let's go, crew. Come on, man. Let's go. That's not Jeff, is it? It is. What up, Jeff? That's cool, man. I haven't seen this account. Shout out to Jeff and Baby Owen there. I love that. Okay. I'll be honest though. I love heat and blow dryer. Oh, we got that one already. Next. When should you start seeing results from using biotin strips from Dead Man's? Will it be noticeable? Yeah, so they say on average to see results from biotin. Ooh, guys, I posted a study today of links of biotin in lowering chances for diabetes and even diminishing the impact of diabetes. Very interesting. Not a perfect study by any means, but very, very, very interesting. They called it mega doses of biotin to treat diabetes. I'm not, just give it a Goog, and it's not even just one of those viral things. It's a real PubMed medical study. Very interesting. Very interesting. They say 30 to 60 days to notice results with biotin. I believe that your sound effects aren't coming through like they used to. Is it still doing that? I'll have to figure out what's going on. Oh, no. I don't know why it would do that. I'll figure it out. Guys, does this sound the same? Tell me what happens when you hear this as far as the sound effects. Was that different than before? Let me know. Was it quieter? Was it choppy? We'll get it all figured out. But biotin strips, the way you can tell if biotin is working is watch your nails. Your nails will be much more noticeable. It cuts. Okay. Checking the mic. Check, check. And we'll be right back. Checking the mic. We should be okay, I think. All right. Sound good? Okay. All right. What about the sound effects here? I wonder if I hit something. No. All right. Let me check this. Are the sound effects normal or not? I'm not going to tinker. I'm not going to lose you guys. How are those sound effects for you guys? Because in my ear, they're normal. They're totally normal. I see him cut them off. Yeah, we went late. No sound effects. Super quiet. I wonder why that is. Okay. I'll figure that out, guys. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to do like a test stream and we're going to tinker through it. Not tonight though. We don't need them. But okay. I appreciate that. But Steven, 30 to 60 days is the biggest one. Sounds good. Sound effects as before. Nothing. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Brian, same thing. Clear cache cookies. You should be good to go there. Plant power. No, not at all. not at all. So time to update your board after all these years. Yeah, I'm not upgrading the board. Heck no. I keep what I have. Something must just be off. I'll get it figured out. I'll probably do a test stream tomorrow. We'll get it going. All right, so we got that one. Da-da-da. On the market, Gray Before Shave or Bahawat? Bahawat between those two. Both are fine, but Bahawat. Is a recommendation product for nighttime. If you take a shower, oil and then butter. If you don't take a shower, it's optional, but I recommend butter. And then scents, calm, minty, relaxing. I like Cold Start from Beard Octane. What does balm actually do? Balm is a two-part product. First, it is primarily for styling and holding the beard. Secondly, it does add some nourishment. Yep, it does add some nourishment to the hair. You're not wrong, Leo. That is possible. That is possible. I haven't seen anything, but I can't rule it out. For those beardsmen that use balm and butter during the day or butter during the day, would you recommend the cold shot before or after solid product? Great question, JP. Cold shot is before solid products. Cold shot before solid products. Can you use beard oil on your head to help with dandruff? Yes. Thank you for your amazing video. What length beard would you say would be safe point to go from a jawline cut to a straight across cut? Ooh. I don't know if there's a rule of thumb there, Devin. I'd have to see each beard individually and then kind of make a ruling. I would say at least 4 inches off the bottom lip, but I don't know if there's a really like hard one. Recommendations for a gray beard. So I do recommend a healthy rotation. One that would do very well for you would be a thinner oil like Beard Octane and then a thick oil like Artius Man. I would recommend both of those. Both of those. Yeah. Awesome. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do the end of the show giveaway. Massive shout out to Beard Octane. Thank you for everything that they do, you guys. Yeah. So it depends on what you're doing, right? Filthy, I just did the video on the God of War beard. Those straight lines are great for those. Those angular beards need a straight line. So it just depends. If it's a longer beard, then I agree. Round it out a little bit. Yep, round it out a little bit. So, yep, for sure. Okay. And, if you want, I do not, Everyman Jack is fine for an entry-level beard oil. It's fine for an entry-level balm. Their butter is not butter. Their butter has water as the first ingredient. It's no. Dan, do you have any recommendations for African-American bearded gentlemen? All of these companies and products will work great. Ryder, the barber that we showed on stream today, his work, he was in the first picture. I'll actually bring him up right here. The only brand he uses is Beard Octane. And so he's mixed, but he is all the texture and color of a African-American beard. He is half African-American. So yeah, Beard Octane straight up. Yep, straight up. So yeah, keep that in mind there. Awesome. Okay. Got it. So they do not. Beard Octane is coming out with a new supplement in the near future. Bad Donkey Beard Butter, good stuff. They're no longer an affiliate of mine just because we just didn't work together a bunch and there wasn't a ton of interactions, but their products are quality. The owner is a great dude. 100% left on good terms. So yeah. All right. And again, guys, enter that giveaway if you have not. This is entirely free. You didn't need to buy. You didn't need to donate. You didn't need to be on the show. Do you still rate Volt's oils? Oh, love Volt. Volt is tippity top quality, man. Love that company. No doubt about it. Great blend, too. And again, guys, the deal for Beard Octane is scrolling down at the bottom. Dan C10 on top of, until Sunday, oils, butters, and balms, 15% off. And Nitro is another 10% off on top of all that. Yep, all that. Jay said, I'm also half African-American. Beard Octane is great for beard. Bam. Thank you, dude. He is half African-American, then half gummies. It's what makes him up. Yep. You remember the beard oil that came in skull jars? I do. There have been a couple of different versions over the years, but I do. Trying to think. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Nicholas. Yeah. Yep. I remember that one. Yep. I'm learning so much. I love Wednesday nights. Dude, I learn stuff every Wednesday too. Yep. Every Wednesday. Gibbs had a really crappy one. Yep. A really crappy one. No doubt. Yep. Miles. Yep. Exactly. All right, guys and girls out there, if you see your name on the screen, drop a comment to claim your victory, and this will be yours. All right? Here we go on this one, guys. Drop a comment, claim your victory for the Nitro bundle from Beard Octane. Can I get a one? Going once, twice. Hey, can we get it in? There's somebody else in here. Here we go. Mr. Ronnie be winning tonight. Ronnie, are you out there? Drop a comment to claim that victory. So awesome. Oh, yeah. So, Andrew, what up, dude? He said, thank you for introducing me to the rabbit hole of all things bearded. I'm trying to find that catnip scent. I'm picking up what you're putting down, dude. Onyx from Beard Octane. Andrew, listen to me closely. Onyx from Beard Octane. All right? Here's Ronnie, guys. Drop a congrats in the chat. He just won a bundle giveaway. Dark Side, first time in, looking all swaggy in that picture. Come on, man. You got to be coming back more often than that. Yes. Can you let me know your ingredients or your thoughts? Oh, some of the very best. Whoa, what the heck? Dude. What? What? Okay. All right. Let me talk to you guys. I sincerely do not ever expect anything from you guys. But I can be unbelievably honest, right? There are times where it's a celebration or something crazy happens, and I can see people doing super chats. I don't expect it. I don't depend on it. I don't treat anybody differently because of it or not because of it. But I'm like, okay, I understand the super chats coming in. That was not on my mind. That's a serious thing right there. Good. Like, crazy and unbelievable. Like, Donald donated earlier. No any universe does he ever have to donate at all. He had so much value to my life and my family, like ever. And he donated, and I know that's a serious amount of money that Donald donated. If my lunch costs that, I'm second guessing it, and I'm wondering, I'm worried about it, right? Like, that's a lot of money. This thank you. You did not have to do that. I did not expect anything, but thank you, man. Wow. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. You guys are unbelievable. I love this. This is what I do for a career. It's so crazy. River, you good? Yep, he's sleeping. Look at his little back paw. See his little back paw right there? That's cute. No, dude. No. It's, oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I'm sure it's generous. I mean, I don't know if this will sound bad, but I don't think I reward anybody for donating. Like, I don't, maybe I should, but I don't treat people different that donate. You guys know me in here, man. I don't, I'm sure it will be rewarded with karma. I'm sure it will be rewarded with just being a good human and all. And not even that donating makes you a good human. That's not what I'm trying to say. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm off now. I'm just, yeah. Yeah. No, I was like, was it a mistake? Like, yeah. That's so silly. How do you claim one? Craig, you're a member. You got it. You're good. You're in. Hey, new members, please check out your channel exclusive emojis in the chat. Come on, man. Come on, man. Thank you, Kenny. Dan, that just goes to show you your advice and the community is here for you. He won, but could have bought so much beard Octane. I know. Oh, right. He could have spent that on Octane. Yeah. I know that's not lost on any of us, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. The membership is just, it's something that YouTube offers to support creators. I don't give you guys any exclusive content. My main thing is I don't want people to feel like they have to pay for things to be involved on the channel. I want my content to be free and available. I want my advice to be free and available. I have never charged a single human to respond to their emails, to their messages. I respond to everybody. I want to give it out there for free. It's just a platform for people to give back when they want to. You know, I don't even request it. I don't even say in videos or streams, hey, consider donating if you want to, consider being a member. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. A lot of content creators do, and I'm for it. You should advocate for yourself, right? You should know your self-worth. I just don't. Never have. I can't say never will because I don't know where it's going to go. But yeah, it's yeah. Filthy says, do you ever sleep? You respond to me at hella strange times. Not really. If I can be totally honest, not really. I don't sleep much, but the sleep I do get is good. and I function at a crazy level without sleep. I'm super healthy. I get regular blood tests. I work out 5 days a week. I drink a lot of water. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke cigarettes. So no, I don't get a ton of sleep. I probably get 1/3 of the amount of sleep Sam gets. Now, Sam needs it. Her body does not function in the same way on low sleep. Her health is not the same way on low sleep. Her mood certainly isn't the same way on low sleep. She would laugh. She would laugh. It's okay. Calm down. But no, I don't sleep much. I got young kids. They're going to be up at 7 o'clock no matter how late I stay up. And for me also, I love what I do. I'm striking while it's hot right now. And it's just the only way I'm wired. When I coached, I was the same way. I would watch hours and hours and hours and hours of game film. That's why I was better than every other coach. When I was a teacher, I was the same way. I put so much time into my projects and into my planning. It's why I believe I was better than almost every teacher that I knew. And so, yeah, man, I'm passionate. Yeah. High on life and then plants later, so yeah. Not stressed? No, I don't really stress. Yeah, I don't stress much at all. When I get stressed, I get to work. And that's my stress therapy is working. My stress therapy is going to soccer practice. I don't really get stressed much. And if I do, I use it. Yep. I was that way with sleep until I retired. Then it changed. Now I battle with chronic fatigue and just can't ever seem to get enough rest. Interesting. I wonder if it was just an age thing or if something changed. Interesting. Yeah. And it's like, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Facts, man. And guys, please understand, I'm not like deprived. I'm not complaining. You'll never hear me say I'm tired. One thing that I'm adamant on is I don't complain. I just don't. I think it's worthless. I think it's a waste of time. I think it's mental poison. I don't talk about being tired. I don't talk about being stressed. I don't talk about having work overload. I don't talk about like I have this big week ahead and I just don't do it. Now I know other people process that way. That's how their brains work. That's how they function. Sam is like that. Sam talks through things. That's what works for her. Very analytical in that way. I just don't. Period. And my body follows. If I start telling myself I'm tired, it's crazy. I start feeling tired. If I start telling myself I'm stressed, it's freaking wild. I'm stressed, right? But if I tell myself, dude, you're a beast. You got this. Let's go. It's crazy. It works. I've got so many other people online and in the world that are going to say negative things about me. Why would I ever join that party? What the heck? I have so many people say I'm ugly, I look like a girl, all this stuff. Am I confident with myself? Heck yes, I am. Absolutely love myself. Because what's the alternative? Not believe in myself? Cry and complain to myself? Start convincing myself with crap that's not real? I don't believe people understand how powerful your mind is. And insecurities don't allow them to. People will say things like, oh, it's easy for Dan to do this, Dan to do that. Sure, cool. Whatever you want to say to make yourself feel better. Whatever. Oh, it must be nice to have the ability for your body to listen to your brain. Sure, it is. Absolutely. Kind of like beard stuff earlier we talking about. Most people have the ability to do that too. They just don't. They're scared of the results. They're scared of trying. They're scared of setting the standard. Most people also don't do 3 videos and 2 live streams a week for 7.5 years and never miss. Proof is in the resume, right? And so I could go on and on and on and on about this stuff, guys. Don't get me started. It's almost 11 o'clock, and I know it can come off as preachy sometimes or like motivational speaker. Promise you, I'm just talking. This is how I talk with Nate. This is how I talk with Bryant. This is how I talk with Joe. This is how I talk with Ryder. People that get it, man, I'll talk about this stuff all day long. But it's all related. It's just straight up all related. I love what I do. But man, I go hard. And I don't let anything stop me. I don't let sickness. I don't let being tired. I don't let outside uncontrollables factor in. I'm going to get my work in. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to make the most out of every situation. Today was crazy. Sam was sick all day. I got the kids up for school. I made the lunches. And And again, we're a beautiful team. We do so many things. I pick her up when she's down. She picks me up when I'm down. I took Max to his field trip. I had a consultation. I edited 2 videos and uploaded them. I finished this show. I brought Maddox and Jax to soccer practice. I got dinner for Violet, for Jax, for Maddox. And it's 10:55 and I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be fresher. I couldn't be ready more to do something else right now. I just love it, man. Yep, I absolutely love it. I do all the things you don't do, and I got to sleep like 8 hours. I couldn't tell you the last time I had 8 hours of sleep. Yeah, it just doesn't happen. Nope, no doubt. So yeah, I was dead. Yep. Your advice is free, but as followers, sometimes we feel we have to give back. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Yep. It was the adrenaline of the job for Craig. That makes sense. And I'm sure I have a crazy amount of adrenaline. I'm sure I convinced myself to have adrenaline. I'm sure that I have something going on. Complaining's mental poison. Man, I've said that term for years now. Yep, years now. Thoughts can manifest into reality. I will prove that time in and time in. Yeah, 100%. I process things that way. I got to talk it out. I got to vent. See, I can't. Yep, I can't do it. Yeah, I can't do it. So yes. I have a video on it. William, look up THC beard. I got a full video on it. Yeah. Interesting on the retirement fatigue. I wonder if it correlates with feeling purpose. And this is not anything that he's saying there, but if you do look at like purpose and stuff, there's a lot of people when they retire, their health plummets, their mental health plummets. There's people, it's the same when a spouse passes. Oftentimes everything else kind of goes downhill. There's a lot to that, I bet. How long does it take you to typically make a video? I have no idea. I do them all kind of simultaneously. I'm researching probably 20 videos right now. I edit them in spurs. I film them in spurs. So yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. Yep, I have no idea. Yep, and he'll still answer messages for another 3 hours tonight. Yeah. Yep, true. Adrenaline sounds like a Beard Octane set. Joe, book it right there. All right, guys, I hate to go because we have so many people in here still right now, but I do need to get going. If anything, I just need to check on Sam and make sure she's okay. Also, it seems like there is an appointment with the tooth fairy for Miss Violet because somebody lost her second tooth. So we got to make sure that that little tooth fairy reminder right there. Come on, a little tooth fairy reminder. Daddy do it all. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to get out of here, guys. I might upload this as a video. This was just a really, really potent stream of information and advice. And yeah, greatly appreciate it. I don't, Filthy. Sorry, man. I don't. I will tell her that you guys like her more than me and you missed her deeply. So yeah. So yep. 100%. I'll let her know. Yeah, this is going to be a 5 spot. We'll see how Violet takes it going from the 20 piece to a 5 spot. This channel is so wholesome. Not that wholesome. I'm still a little bit crazy. I got tattoos. I had a zombie eye once. I died in the eyes of the government. I tell dirty jokes. I'm not that wholesome, all right? Don't get it twisted. This is just so fun. And best thing about this career, guys, I don't have crappy coworkers. That is the best thing of all time. No crappy coworkers. Yeah. All right, guys. I will get out of here. I appreciate you guys so much. Other than that, River, what up, homie? You guys, you're amazing. Nipples, why not? Nipples, all right. I'm kidding. No nipples for free. That one, you do have to pay for that one, guys. All right, man, thank you guys so much. Ronnie, thanks for rocking my world, dude. I'm about to get out of here. My name is Dan C. Bearded. If you guys could, please stay bearded, stay positive. Love you guys.